Hi everybody, this is Leah of seejanedrill. Now are you wondering what this thing may be? Does it look familiar to you? Well, let me tell you, it's a grout saw. I'm going to use this grout saw to remove this damaged grout here. And where it is it's in a bathroom around a tub in a shower area. Now after I remove the grout, I'm going to repair it. Now it's a lot easier than you might think, okay? All we're going to do is we're going to take our grout saw and we're going to place it in the grout joint. And I'm just going to rake backwards. And that's it. Just raking backwards. Because the teeth, it's serrated and it's only going to cut in one direction, okay? So there's no need to go back and forth. Now I've done this grout line here, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to this grout line. I have a small hairline crack. I want to get rid of that too. So I just do the same thing. I set my saw in the grout joint and then I just pull down. And I keep going over it until I remove the grout. Now this looks pretty good, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a vacuum and I'm going to suck out the dust. I got little tiny chunks of grout there. I want to suck that out before I apply the new grout. Now before we move on, I just want to point out it's a good idea to wear a dust mask and to clean the surface of the tile before you actually use the saw. Okay, so our material is mixed. Now I've only mixed enough to repair the areas that need to be repaired. Now here's one of the repair areas that we're going to re-grout today. And I'm going to use this tool here to help me do it. Now what is this? This is a margin trowel, but check this out. It's got a little give to it. It's made with a material that's not going to scratch the surface of the tile. So then we take this tool right here. This is a rubber float. And what we do is we go at a 45-degree angle to the joint and really force the grout into the joint, okay? Now it's been about 20 minutes. I allowed that amount of time so that the joints could firm up before we took a damp sponge and wiped the surface clean. Now it's still going to haze over in about 2 hours. I'm going to have to buff that out. Just make certain that you follow the directions on the grout that you're using to make certain that you're allowing enough time for the joints to set. Now we're all done. I let this dry for a couple hours and it's hazed over, okay? Now you take a clean cloth and you just have to buff that haze off. Now you may not be able to see the haze because, well, it's white tile, but believe me, it's there. And you just buff it. Buff the repair area till you get all that haze off. So that's it, folks. That's all it takes to repair damaged grout. This is Leah saying you can do this. See you next time.